Yeah. For those of you unaware, yesterday I had a live stream, but not through my phone, but through my usual standard of webcam, PC, and the website itself. However, I noticed that there was a lot less activity, almost no viewers, maybe two, which I am ever so thankful for. Thank you so much if you did stop around. Longer than 2.5 seconds, mind you. And I also noticed that when I do the webcam standard on the PC, it's not going so well. So I'm wondering if I do this on my phone, which does garner a lot more activity, would I get the same amount of attention if I did the phone live stream on the old time Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time? I might have to do a test run. And I don't like doing test runs because I worry it's a bit of a risk of me wasting time, but it also helps me learn the pros and cons, the trial and error of this entire process of making live stream videos. The other thing is I'm doing this early. I don't want to, but I kind of have to just because my family is out eating and I had to leave early due to, as the title says, do not eat the natto sushi roll. Oh my god. I'm not going to talk about the underbelly disgusting whatevers, but it made my tummy not very comfortable. And I thought, oh, once they are done with the fishing, we can go home together, and I'm supposed to make the dinner. No, my kid wants to go to have food at a restaurant for like about a 10-minute walk, and I go to the restaurant and I have to use the bathroom. The only problem is I don't like using public bathrooms, and it's not so much I will use a public bathroom if it's clean. Don't get me wrong about that. The problem is I know this city. I know how the people are and how they use the bathrooms, and it ain't pretty at all. I don't want to put my neither regions on any toilet seat, okay? Not in the only exception is maybe the movie theater places. Those are pretty clean. Airports are fairly clean. Um that's all I can think of right now. And maybe certain malls once upon a yonder time when they actually had malls here and but I wasn't at a mall. So I was like, I gotta go home. I don't wanna sit on that. And they were trying to convince me, no, no, just go. Just you can wait another 20. No, no, no. I'm not using public bathrooms. I gotta go home. And my kid was getting upset. He didn't want to go. He wanted to have his food. And the husband wanted to go home too to save money, but at the same time, like the kid wins. He got his food. I get to go home, and that is that. And then I figured, let's take advantage of the quietness of the rooms. That's why I'm on here a bit earlier. Probably by the time they show up, I can probably get on out of your hair. And what the heck is this? Oh, hey, hi, hi there, you two. How's it going? Yeah, it's I'm gonna have some art things in a bit, but I'm waiting for my stomach to settle because I ate something that didn't agree with me. I took medicine. Never fear about that. It's just gonna take a bit of a while. And while I wait, I figure I look at this because, yeah, let's feed into my addiction. It's not a real addiction. I do. Well, let's just do that one last. Oh, no, no. Let's do this one first because I like cute stuff sometimes. And I also won't look at it initially because I look up. You can trust me about that. Yeah, I need a break before I do some art things. I was sick and I got better, and then I did this to my tummy. Don't have natto sushi rolls, please. All right. Why do I don't? Fun fact: I don't like Hiromi. I don't like her, and I'll let it slide if the art was okay. This is not okay. This is very lazy. Next. Well, I like Pachako a bit more, but again, what is this lazy art? WhatsApp. I need friends. Um, I'm sorry, I don't have WhatsApp. I only use I only have Insta, and I had an instance where someone messaged me from a live stream, and it turns out they were not very good, and so I'm a little paranoid. You can still send me comments or my Instagram plugin is this. I don't have WhatsApp though. I'm sorry. I'm not sure how that works. I'm a dinosaur. And what kind of friends are you talking about? I am always happy for friends, but after the last experience recently, I have to be extra cautious now because people are kind of scary. Not saying you are, but it's just for everyone's and my self-safety. And what is this art? I don't like it. Maybe I can redraw these and make it more detail. No, I think I had one before, but because one friend added me there and then they deleted it, and I'm like, I don't have any friends on this app, so I deleted it too. So I don't have Telegram either. Um, yeah, I'm like, okay, this one's a little better. I don't really care for this new character. I don't understand the concept, but I don't mind redrawing some of these. Yeah, that's not too bad. And of course, the classic. They give her the best one. It's always her. I'm like, I could, you know what I usually do? I just get rid of her and put Zashiki Buddha because that's what I do. Or Hongyodan, or Tuxedo Sam, or Spotty Dotty. So yeah, that's all I got for these. Yep. I'm not very good at showcasing it all. I don't care. So let's get on to the bigger stuff. Now that, oh. I'm not sure about that. Uh, I don't know, cause when I tried adding it, and they have this thing about phone numbers. I'm kind of paranoid about phone numbers. Plus, yeah, I only really used Instagram really for chatting, and that's all I think and I guess Facebook Messenger, but that's with family and relatives, and I'm not on there often because spam. Okay, so okay, what do I got? What do I have in here? Well, okay, that's understandable. Hey, I don't have this one yet. Okay, I got a pirate. And that's the only article of clothing he has. That makes sense. Oh, nice. And he has what? Oh, okay. What the heck? Should I put them together? Oh, they both have it. I see. I see here. Well, I'm not forcing you to use it, and I also don't want to be forced to be doing anything. I mean, you can still go on here to chat. That's not a problem either. Yeah, I have like safety precautions now because of a recent incident with someone adding me from my live stream, and then turns out they weren't very nice. And so I'm trying to not disclose too much information, but I have to be kind of careful, and I don't want to add extra things and then turns out they're not very nice to me, and I'm like, I'm a little paranoid nowadays. I'm not assuming everyone is like that, but I also have to maintain my mental health because I didn't realize internet has a bunch of people. Oh my god, this is ridiculously cool. That's all right. That's hey, I've nothing against good people, of course. I just have to be careful is all. Not to mention I'm married, and and some people don't seem to care about that. Anyway, I have these two guys. Oh my god, this is freakishly cute. What's from Israel? I have no idea. Let's see. I don't think these guys are from Israel, but I don't know. Okay, let's see next one. I got new ones. Okay, I'm always worried about these freaking duplicates. Drives me nuts. Get over there. I'll get on art, I swear. It's just I need to make my stomach feel better, and I guess this works. I know I don't have. I was this close to seeing someone purchase a Labubu, like literally in front of me earlier today, and I still didn't buy it because I'm lazy. I was like, I could buy it, but one box I saw it cost 65 bananas. I was like, what the heck? I'm chart. Oh. And well, two of these were like 48. I was like, okay. Oh yeah, I knew it. I have double. Okay, so I might actually paint one of these. Yeah, I got duplicates. Woo! It was promised to us 3,000 years ago. What was promised? I don't know. So I have duplicates. Okay, so I got something to paint later. Good to know. I got these on 2 different days and I got the same one. That's the kind of luck I got. So I was worried about a duplicate and lo and behold, I got one. So I guess I can paint this one later on and keep this yonder. Go over. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Okay, go stare at each other. And my thing is getting kind of weird. Hey, cards, stop messing around. Don't make me sound crazy talking to you, because you're not real. Okay, well, I mean, they're tangible and stuff, but not. Oh my gosh, I swear. Okay, thank you. If this is a duplicate, I will be a little bit cross, because I have 3 that are not. But I'm not going to be, like, throwing a hissy fit. Like, no, I don't. I'm too old for that crap, okay? And they do have that card if you're that impatient to see which one it is. I'm not going to look at it because element of surprise is a lot nicer, I think. I'm not that impatient. If I was impatient, I would have opened it when I just bought it. Oh, hey! I don't have this one yet. Aw, nice. Okay, all right. Good. Very, very good. Get out of here. Oh, shoot. Where's my scissors? Come forth. All right. Okay, so the duplicate down there, it's not that big of a deal. Get over there, you trash. Okay, sorry. All right. Hey, and it's pastel. Okay, so I'm happy. I got my pastel. And which one is you? Oh, hey. I think I got this guy here. The 3 out of 96, whatever, something. It's in Chinese. I'm sorry. I can't read it. But I got this one. Hey. Hey. I'm happy. And that's enough for me. Like, my luck is crap. I mean, I got the duplicate just now. But if I get a high percentage one, that's fine. So here are my chubby little babies that are not Labubu, because I don't think that face is cute at all. That was the main reason why I don't care about Labubu. It's that face. I don't like it. So here's my Legion of Terror. Yeah, aren't they threatening? Aww. Okay, so. And I got 2 bears and 2 bunnies. Okay. Because I was already assuming, because the higher I get, like, different ones, there's a higher probability I'm going to get a duplicate. I already did. But I'm glad it's not on here. Because I was already set on, okay, if I get a duplicate of either of any of these, I will definitely use one of them in a public setting with the utmost cringe. But I can use it, but I can not this time because I got it. Aw, very cute. Okay, I'm done with me groveling at the cuteness. Grovel. Okay, sorry. I'm calm now. Let's have an intermission with Rilakuma because I gotta find my paints. Before I do though, I do have other projects that I will continue. I will start on, even though I have unfinished projects. You know that shoe project, for those of you unaware or where, I don't know. Okay, you can go go yonder. I got new shoes, and dust collects. Like, that's why I don't like white. I'm not saying it as any other thing. I mean white on here because it's so easy to catch dust and dirt particles. And so I do like that there's cushioning, but it kind of feels snug on my feet. I don't know. But, well, it's like what do you call these? The slip-ons or some crap? Yeah. I got those and I'm stupid. I still got this, but I've seen people paint on over these loop thingies, so I will definitely paint on them and hopefully it will not get messed up. I don't know. I don't like these. I think it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. I can change them out for new laces. The other thing I don't like is this being all frayed. I could have got cleaner ones, but shit happens. And so I will paint these sometime in the future, maybe when I actually finish the last pair of Venom shoes. I kind of stopped. I was not in a good mood when when I stopped, so I'm taking a break, and plus it was a lot of work. I never painted shoes. Will I ever finish it? Yes, but somewhere down the line because I needed a break. It was too much for me. Now, Okay, here we go. All right, buddy. You can stare at each other. All right. Okay. So let's continue with this big old boy here. Can I adjust it closer? This is as best as I can go. And yes, I did resume working on the snake eye, and I am kind of boiling. Not boiling, but I'm roasting a smidge. Where is my super suit? No, I'm just kidding. I mean my paints, I swear. Get on here. That'd be kind of weird if I did have a super suit and another sense of cringe. I will paint some of this a little bit more and then I'm gonna call it a day just because my tummy needs to settle down a bit and I technically have dinner, but it's a sandwich. Do you want to see me eat? Have a pronounce that mukbang, mukbang. I don't like saying mukbang. It sounds like I know it's Korean, but I didn't learn Korean, so I have no idea. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna start a channel where I'm doing mukbang whatevers and then I gain 500 pounds. I can't do that. My body won't allow me. So anyway, oh, oh, okay. I mean, you didn't have to if you didn't want to. I thought you didn't want to do that. I'm not forcing you. I'm gonna do that in a bit. I can't do that right now while I'm live. I'll do it when I'm done. Okay. Let's just let's take it easy a little bit. So what am I doing? Good question. Let's start painting. Dang it. Yeah, I will get I can't do it on here because I'm on my phone and it's kind of a bit of a hassle and I worry I'm gonna log out while I'm trying to go on Insta. I don't know how to maneuver around. I'm old and so I will do that after I'm done with the live stream. So I'll check up on that. But if we're adding each other, let's just be civil, let's be good people, let's not expect too much and very very fast. That's all the disclaimer. Because if I find anything weird or there's some disagreement and we are not getting along, I will have to block. I don't want to do that, but I have to leave a disclaimer after the last incident that happened. Don't get me started. So yeah, what am I doing? Where are the paints besides here? um yeah, there was an incident right when I added someone from a live stream and they sounded okay and then later on they wanted me to be online all the not all the time but like super late at night and I'm like, dude, I have a family, I gotta sleep. So yeah. Ah, hi. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start the paintings now because I need to, otherwise I'll feel bad people are watching and nothing's happening. The only problem is I don't have my reference on hand right now. All of my references right now are on my phone. Oh, it had diarrhea. Just kidding. It had a poopy on itself. Ugh, okay. References to child rearing is going to be popping up every so often, so just bear that in mind. And oh my god, why did it do that? Why did it poop on itself? Story of my life. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about that stuff because I know I'm trying to move on. So yeah, yesterday was not very good, but as I'm looking right now, now there's 33 people watching. This was a huge contrast to yet last night. Last night was like one, two, then they leave. One, leave, two, 16 minutes. Not bad. Leave. And then, so I was like, what's going on? How come it's not like before? And the only difference is I'm on my phone now. Now there's people showing up. So does anyone know what's up with that? I have no idea. Sorry, I'm going off camera, but I'll be on camera, I swear. Um, it's kind of weird. Oh, that's a bit personal. But yes, I am married. Feels like the annual consensus uh, information people send at the house. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But yes, I'm married. But they're out right now because I didn't feel well. What? I don't know what you look like. The other thing is this a commission? I don't just do things for free. I'm not doing this whole like, oh, I used to a little bit, then I had to stop because someone was being incredibly rude to me when I didn't draw or paint what they wanted. I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying as the past experience I had while doing the live stream and offering free art. I don't anymore. I have to be quiet about such things because when I didn't draw what they wanted, they called me a bad artist and I don't know how to draw a cat. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? And if they pop on here and they start saying, that's not yes, it was. And they kept harassing me. I was like, what? That's dumb. What are you doing that for? I don't know yet. I just met you, I think. We'll think about it later. But yeah, I had a few instances with people that I meet on live streams. Not a lot, it's very rare, but those few instances, they wear me out and I don't like it. So I kind of have to be careful with who I add. And then if there's some kind of problem, I have to disengage. I cannot be dealing with arguments or unnecessary weird stuff cuz I got stuff to do on here. Do you watch movies? Sometimes, but not always. Especially nowadays, the movies now, I'm not liking it. It's just recycled stuff. And some people try to make things like creative and oh, this is new and then turns out they don't know how to finish the story and then they just like it's all a dream. None of this is real. I'm like, "Oh my god, this crap again." But I don't have much. I'm not much of a movie person. I thought I was, but not really. My husband's the movie person. I'm not. I like animated movies sometimes, but not all the time. A lot of them are good, but then some people suggest me some animated things, movies or series. But then when I start watching them, especially new ones, I lose a lot of interest for some reason. I'm still stuck in my 80s, 90s, early 2000s anime. Um, I will dabble in new stuff, but it's gonna take a while for me to get used to it. Introvert, yes, but I'm a loud one, so people don't believe me. I didn't used to be this loud, but with my family, I kind of have to be, or they'll walk all over me. So I sound a bit louder than the standard. I used to mumble, though, and I got made fun of that, and that pissed me off, but I didn't know how to fix it. What fixed me with that was, well, aside from my family being loud, was living in China for over 3 years, and I lived in an area where they were super loud. And if you don't talk as loud as them, you're gonna be ignored. No one's gonna listen, or talk to you unless you're as loud. But not all of them are like that. But they are quite loud. Where are your family? They're having dinner. They were fishing and they wanted to go have dinner, but I didn't feel well, so I came back home. And I took medicine. I forgot to bring my medicine too, so yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is a lot of questions. Oh yeah, what anime do you like? If there's any good ones, feel free to give me suggestions, but I'm not there's not a guarantee I'll watch all of them all at once because some things people like I might not like, but I will take into consideration. And sometimes I might need a break and try to watch it again. That's also another way of me figuring out whether or not I like the anime. Because sometimes I might not like it the first time, and then wait a bit, let's take a break, try again. Oh, that's not so bad. So it depends though. Anyone's Death Note? Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I watched all of it. I wish what's his face? Not Light. I wish he was. I don't know. It was interesting. I was trying to reread the manga and then I got distracted, but I remember watching the anime. Oh, a lot of people had some names to write in that book. Oh my god. It's like cardiac arrest unless you say specific things. Oh yeah, yeah. I watched Demon Slayer. Did you watch that movie that came out? I think it's already released because my brother and his friend watched it the other day or night. I don't know, but I heard there was some sort of regulations because anime is winning and stuff here is not. Oh, cool. How was it? Don't spoil it for me, or tiny spoiling, but not too much, or maybe not. Maybe some people haven't watched it here yet. But yeah, I've been watching. I already read the manga and I finished it, so I'm pretty okay. But it's nice to see it come alive on animation. Yeah, yeah. I hate when I say it like that, but it looks a lot better when you see it animated. But my god, that must stress out that entire animation team because they do a lot of work to make everything look like that. I'm like, man, I wish I was that cool. Oh, okie dokie. I'm not sure if I read it in the manga, but if I know what it is, then I might know what it is. But I haven't read it for a while. I kind of forgot. Should I read it again? I started buying the manga slowly but surely, and then turns out I bought two copies of one volume. Ugh, that's my dumb fault though. Like maybe I could use it as a coloring book. I don't know. Or a painting. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. Okay. That sounds vaguely familiar. But yeah, I finished the anime. No, I finished the manga, but I'm like, oh gosh, I kind of forgot. I worry I have to read it again. And I finished Attack on Titan when I like the manga more than the anime, only because I don't have to hear them screaming and crying all the time. That's why I didn't even watch Attack on Titan initially as the anime. But when I read it, I was like, oh okay, oh god, they're not screaming. I don't have to hear all that screaming and crying. I can stomach it better. But then I was like, oh, I guess I should watch it now. So I did. Kaza. Which one is that again? Rank 3. Is that the blonde hair who did the thing with the mom? I forgot their names. I'm sorry. But that sounds familiar. Shoot. Is that scamming guy? I forgot his name. No, yeah, that might be a different person. Let me. Actually, I could check on here. Because I freaking forgot. I haven't read the manga in a while because I finished it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Where is it? Oh, that guy. Okay. Okay, okay, I remember. I remember and I forgot the story. I'll probably have to look at the wiki. God. Yeah, 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 yeah. I saw the images. Okay. I remember who that is, but I forgot the backstory. So, yeah, I'll check it up. I'll check it out later. Thank you though. I need to da, 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 da. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, okay, I see. There's like a small insert about him. Oh, okay. I might have heard the story in the manga, but I freaking forgot. So, yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you for reminding me. Maybe I need to reread. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, that guy. I remember now. It might have been a good story, and I just plumb forgot. It's been a while. I also want to reread Claymore again. I don't see the manga anymore. I have to buy the entire set, I think, on eBay, and it's like 100 something dollars, maybe 120, 130 something. Okay, 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 I see. Maybe I should just watch the movie. I have no one to go with to watch the movie. My husband doesn't like anime. The only anime he watches is Doraemon, and that was when he was a kid. Um, yeah, there's always this thing about Asians love anime, but I pick the guy who doesn't like anime. I don't mind. I don't force him to like watch it, or you're not one of us. No, I'm not like that. I get it. I can get why some people wouldn't watch anime, so I'm not like Like, you have to be like me to be with me. I'm not like that at all. Ah, okay, I see. Well, I need to have a little crash course on some of these characters because I haven't read it in a while. So, yeah, it's a good reminder. Thank you, though. So, yeah, the snake thing. Dora. No, I haven't watched those. A lot of the new ones, there were some reviews on some of the somewhat popular anime. I think I was watching, the last one was One Punch Man. I liked the first season, I think. And then I didn't finish it, and then they mentioned season 3 is like, oh, this isn't looking well. And then I used to watch Naruto once upon a time, but then I didn't. I think sometime after Shippuden and all those filler episodes, I gave up. And then they mentioned Boruto. My oldest brother talked about that, and I was like, Boruto sounds like a fart. And then when I see some of the character designs, then later on turns out people were complaining about that, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess it was a good call for me to not watch that stuff because I didn't feel like watching it. Is it Tom and Jerry? Um, yeah, I liked One Punch Man initially, but I didn't follow up. I think there was a second season. I didn't follow up on that. And then there was also oh yeah, yeah, Solo Leveling. I only The reason I didn't start watching it because I didn't like the guy's haircut. He fixed it. I know he fixed it, but I hear it's good, but I hear mixed reviews as well. Not sure though. I didn't even read the webtoon. I know it came from a webtoon, but I heard it was amazing, and also it kind of falls flat after a while with the character buildup. I don't know. That's what they said. I didn't. I try not to watch too much where they have a lot of, how do you say, spoilers. There you go. Yeah, I have a friend who loves Solo Leveling. Tried to get me into it, but I tried to read like one or two chapters, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I'm okay. uh, Plus, I think there's a lot of chapters, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start all the way in the beginning, and this guy's haircut bothers me. It's already not a good sign. I know I don't like things for stupid reasons. Sometimes I get that, but sometimes it's a it's a silver lining sometimes, and then especially when it turns out, oh, it's not as good as people say it is. So I don't know. What? Married? Yes, I assume it is. Are you married? Okay. Yeah, some areas need some cleanup, but I just need to do some of the shading. Ah, okay. Wait, how old are you? I shouldn't be asking random people if they're married, and then turns out, no, how can I be married? I'm only 16. Like, oh, okay, okay, I'm sorry. But if they ask me, I will ask back, so bear that in mind. Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised some people were very freaking young. Like, I think I heard of one couple, the girl was like 19 when she got me. I was like, whoa, man. Like, I like you, but not that much. 19. Yeah, some, they start married young at like 21, 23. And I was like, oh, well, what's up with that? It's okay to wait a bit, but some people just want to get married. I don't know why that is. But if that's what they want to do, they both want to do that. Oh, okay. Just don't have resentment later. Oh, I'm way older than you, despite how I sound. I don't know if I want to do the guess the age thing. It's a little funny because people don't believe me when I say my age. And that whole thing online about millennials don't age. I don't know if I'm the poster child for that, but I definitely don't sound or look my age. But I feel my age, and that part sucks. Ugh. We. Who is we? Is that you or someone else? Is there a collective I don't know of? I'll hope you find one if you're looking for one, but if not, hey, take your time. You'd be surprised, like you wouldn't. Sometimes they just show up when you least expect it. I can't say. Well, sometimes if you're looking, you also have to actively look, but you can't expect people to just fall from the sky and like, oh, I'm the perfect person for you. Let's go in a relationship. I feel like some people expect that. That's not. But sometimes stuff just happens and you meet the person. It's like, oh, okay, we have something in common, I guess. Oh, turns out, oh, I guess we're meeting now. Oh, I guess, oh, we're getting married. So you're in India? Okay, I see. If you have money, you will get girlfriend. Girlfriend is expensive. You ain't wrong. So they expect the guy to in India to pay for everything and anything. I don't know. I'm not Indian, so I'm curious. Gosh, this green is a bit too yellow for me. Well, it was similar in China, I hear. Not I'm not based on my husband's stories. I cannot vouch for everyone in China cuz that's not fair cuz everyone has different stories. But like he would tell me how it's more like a business arrangement between two acquaintances rather than, oh, I like you, you like me, let's figure things out together and this and that, like let's see if we're compatible. It's not so much that. It's like, so how much money do you make? What's your job? Do you have a house? Can you buy a car? What's your financial status? They ask about the money, and within reason, money is almost always an issue with marriage. And I understand that now as a married person. But when that's all that you talk about, especially when you're first meeting, that sounds very, very questionable to me. This message is held for review. I don't feel like looking at that right now. Because I don't feel like hurt feelings. Okay, not really. I don't feel well right now, so I'm trying to make myself feel better, not worse. But yeah, that whole thing about like it feels like a business arrangement rather than two people coming together and they become a loving couple. I'm not sure if that is the case, but that was what my husband told me about how the dating world was like when he was dating in China, that they just start immediately asking about the money situation. Can you buy a house? Can you buy a car? What's your job like? What's your income per month and yearly? And I was like, what? And so I think when I started asking about him as a person, he was a little bit culture shocked. Like, oh, you actually care about that stuff? So it was kind of, okay, yeah, sure. And I just asked about what he was interested in. What did he like? He liked movies and music and playing music, was in a band, and this and that. He liked to draw, but more for boredom purposes and actually drawing. So, yeah. A kingmaker is not honey, it's money. Well, yeah, that's true, but it also depends on how you use it, because money seriously comes and goes if you're not careful with it and not investing in it properly. And please don't invest it in scams or things that will not be beneficial to you long term, because if you're not careful, you can make a lot of money and lose it so fast, especially those who win the lottery and they think I made it, I got the millions. So there's stories of millionaires from the lottery, they just lose it and they have jobs worse than they were before they got rich. So be careful with that money. And then also you have to be careful when people realize you have a lot of money, because a whole bunch of creatures come out of the woodwork, start asking, hey, remember when we were friends in third grade and you borrowed $5 from me? There's interest now and it's to 2025. Like, dang, man, like, where the hell did you come from? I didn't even know you that well. Asking for money, yeah, you have to be careful with that kind of people when you have money. Like I I do realize that the more money you have, the more like that freaking rap song, more money, more problems. And that is true because people, when they smell the money on you, they try to get at you one way or another. Where are you from, actually? I'm born and raised in the U.S. I like to say that because it's true. Like, what can I say about that? But because of where I'm born and despite how I look, people think weird things about me. And it's like, you can ask a question. Just try not to be a butthole. Good luck with that, okay? And that's for me to determine if you are a butthole or not. And I mean that by what I've experienced in the past when people try to ask me things. But I try to be nice. I try to be civil. But then when people start saying things that are not civil, I am like, what's going on here? Why are you saying such things? And I can question that. And I can, but some people feel attacked when I start questioning why they say the things that they do. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just trying to understand what made you think that. That's all. And then people don't like to elaborate further. I'm born and raised here, whether you like it or not. And I am partial Chinese, but I'm not Chinese. My parents are Filipino. They moved here, and then I was born. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I do notice a lot of Asian Americans get super offended about where are you really from? I'm like, I'm from the US, whether you like it or not. I didn't just plop from the sky. I don't know what's with me in the sky lately, but um, I don't get that often, thankfully, because of how I sound. But at the same time, when they see how I look, they're like, what's that? And then they try to figure out, what are you? It's like, I'm a person, stupid. I don't say it like that, okay? I keep all that extra stuff in my head, but yeah. People have a lot of interpretations about Filipinos. A lot of them not very good. Believe me, I know. They told it to my freaking face. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta approach this carefully, and you better watch your words. Let's see what happens. But I try to be nice. I try to be nice. But if the other person doesn't want to be nice, well, then, oops. Yeah, enjoy that dinner. Hope it's good and you don't get sick. Yeah, yeah, of course. I agree. Philippines is pretty cool. I know on social media sometimes and certain people testifying about how it's horrible, it's gross, and it's like shut up. Why are they acting like it's never dirty in the U.S.? Okay, there's dirty ass places in the U.S. All right, there's a lot of problems in the U.S. as I speak, but let's try to look at the good things too. But I also noticed in YouTube especially it's a lot of negative things going down and I'm really tired. Like, yes, we should look at it, but when it's always bad things, doesn't that just make your head tired? Yeah. I'm pretty sure a good chunk of us are, but you'd be surprised about the not so good ones. But I try not to talk about them too much. Let's not put them in the spotlight. Let's talk about the good guys. Yeah, thanks. You too. Have a good dinner. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I'll get to that message later. Thank you though. All right, now I can't do it. I gotta paint. I gotta paint. Oh, there's less people, but that's fine. I didn't expect too much today because I'm online much earlier, but I wanted to take advantage while my family is out and I have quiet time and they're not talking about going poo and fishing and whether or not this is mine or my husband's food and oh my god. I know they ask questions, but they pick really not so good times to ask me, like when I'm on a live stream or if I'm in the bathroom or I'm doing something and I'm busy with five other things, and then decide to ask me when I'm like freaking busy. I mean this with love, but hey, man, welcome to marriage. And I feel like people can't handle that. But I think because I was in such a big family, I am able to multitask, even if it's not that much compared to what my older siblings did. But I can definitely multitask. Like, if you can use your feet to pick up things, you're good to go. It doesn't have to be both feet. Could be one foot. I'm more right foot than left foot. My left foot, I'm gonna fall down, but right foot is fine. You got that, you're good to go. Okay, that seems like a nice person. Let's hope it stays nice. Um, let's see. I'm gonna have a problem with this eyeball because there's a lot of intricate details and line work on it. I'm a little worried how to approach that. I'm just doing the general colors of what's been going on, but there's no guarantee that it's gonna look exactly like the original reference. And I'm trying to not gripe on that too much as I like, oh, I like the concept of human error and I don't get everything perfect. As the artist, I also want to make things as accurate as possible. But yeah, you can do that with AI. Yeah, you can do that with even Photoshop slash Procreate slash whatever digital arts thing you're using. But I don't know. I like doing this. And it's a bit of a challenge for me to try to say you see a digital image and oh my god, there's a butt. I'm watching Silent Hill F, like a walkthrough, and oh, I think my husband wanted me to play Silent Hill F on a live stream, but I can't do that by myself because it's too complicated. How you guys do it by yourself, for you gamer guys, girls out there that do it by yourself, go live stream while you're gaming. Props, massive props to you. I don't know how to do that. I'm a dinosaur. I tried once and I was so pissed off because it was so complicated for me. And I was like, what the heck is this demonry? And my husband was kind of griping about it. Like, you have to do this by, like, I'm not a gaming channel, okay? So I can play games once in a while if I'm actually interested, but I will definitely not be a gaming channel. It makes me dizzy, to be honest. Though, if it's not FPS and it's game controller, I can definitely do that. And if the game's not crap, I can definitely do that. But I don't play often, so yeah. Only Black Myth will come. And then the upcoming with Black Myth, what's is it? What's it? Jonghui. I'm like, I have to wait. Me and my oldest brother were griping about it like about a month or two ago, but yeah, them's the breaks. We gotta wait for the next one then. Entirely new story, unfortunately. And then, what else? What else is there? I think I could add paint, but watch it be wrong. Oh well. I mean, I can still cover it in black. Yeah, I'm trying to do this without my reference on hand because it's all on my phone, and I'm using my phone to do the live stream. So, good luck with that, and watch me get like a lot wrong. But that's fine. I'm not too big on this eyeball initially, but it kind of grew on me. It kind of grew on me. So, I'm not even that big on snakes. I think for whatever reason, because it's snake, the Chinese zodiac snake year, I got into it. I have even a freaking snake ring. I want a more intricate one, but I just saw this at Japantown the other day. So, yeah. And then I made like a cute chubby snake painting. I got like snake envelopes. I did a rainbow. I painted a rainbow snake a while ago, but it's not done because it drove me insane. I was pretty big on snakes, even though I had almost no interest in snakes. But here we are. I'm painting a snake eyeball and scales. So, um, and it's a good challenge because I never really painted reptiles. And sometimes when I look online and people make requests for drawing, like say they get a random person say, "Hey, can you draw me?" And then they just say, "I don't draw people." And I'm like, "Whoa, okay." And because the thing is, if you are hurting for cash, you can't afford to be picky, in my opinion. I don't have a job in painting or commissions and stuff, but if you're hurting for cash and someone asks you to draw a person and you have no money, you can't afford to be picky, you know. But if you do have, you're not hurting for cash and they ask you to paint things that you're not really used to, hey. But yeah, I was challenged a handful of times when I used to paint things for commissions or like a art exchange, some sort of thing. Like I think I drew for one of my coworkers a car. I have zero interest in cars, but he wanted like a specific car, and he had like a particular color and make and this and that. And I was like, I don't know this shit. But I just looked up the references, and based on what he told me, and then I drew the car. And I didn't have enough time to make him the colored version. I only did the line arts, unfortunately, because I was too busy and tired with our job. So I still did it, but I don't think I ever got any. No, no, he helped me out a lot, so I didn't want to badger him about money. So I just gave it to him as a thank you gift before I left the job. And then drawing the same things over and over again, it does get kind of dull. But some people are really good at doing that, and they also suggest like just do the same thing, stay consistent, just do the same thing, and people will keep following you. And I'm like, I can't do that. I get really bored, and I start hating the art after a while if I do the same thing. So I almost always try to do different things when I can, in small doses. I can't expect massive change from an entirely different thing I'm not very familiar or even like. I think one other challenge is to draw something you would definitely hate. And I have a bunch of those I should try. And one of them is drawing backgrounds. I freaking hate dealing with backgrounds because I'm not very good with perspective. And so while I might draw the character okay, the background might be super off. And I like, oh yeah, I didn't go to art class for that. I only had like subcategory groups of art classes, but not the official one. But yeah, you have tutorials online to help you out, but sometimes they talk too long. An hour, that's long. And so I just do whatever. And then hands are always a problem for me. Feet, more so toes, have always been a problem. But between those two, I think the feet are worse because I usually just draw my characters in shoes. Sometimes I drew them in sandals, but then I instantly regret it because their feet look like little tiny sausages. But hey, at least I tried. I don't like to not try because I'm not good at it. At least I can say I tried, even if it's a big fat ass fail. Because just not trying at all is like, oh, what the fuck? Of course, at your own pace. Of course, I'm not forcing you to. You have to do something new every day, or you are not a true artist. Like, shut up. Just do it at your own time and what you allow yourself to, because everyone's busy. It's really hard to have hobbies nowadays, it seems. Um, just giving. I don't know if this advice is actually valid or solid, but this is based off stuff I know of. Um, and I also ramble, so you don't have to take my advice that seriously. Dum. 13 is good. That says 13, right? Okay. Let's see. What else? Yeah, like now I'm looking at the count of the people watching. It's a lot more. Even 13 is a lot more than what I had last night. So later after this live stream is done, I'm going to set that last one to private. I'm not going to delete it, but I was a little, not so much angry. I was just kind of annoyed that how come the PC webcam setup sucks, whereas if I go on my phone, then it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I have to, well, work on my patience. It's worn thin because I'm super middle aged. And the other part is I also have to have a backbone sometimes with certain people that try to befriend me and then say weird things later on. So I have to be careful with that kind of stuff, because that's the thing about live streams that I was also worried about, like people crawling out of the woodworks to give you a hard time. And I don't want to deal with that. And then when you try to say, hey, what's going on here? Why are you saying such weird things? And they get mad at you. I don't like that. Like you're trying to be civil and then they're acting ratchet towards you. I'm like, what are you doing? Can you calm down? And they're not. And then you have no choice but to block them. I try to be nice, but sometimes it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, you have to put your foot down. Otherwise, they just think they can mess around with you, and that's stupid. Anyway, I don't know. And that's just a few. I don't know if I'm ready for more new people like that. I'm not, obviously not, but I'm like really tired. I got stuff to do. Anyway, I don't know if I should make this private. I don't know yet. I'm. This is also a kind of test to see, compare and contrast how the phone activity is versus my PC webcam setup. And right now, even 13, 20 something, that's a lot for me compared to my old setup with just zero, 1 to 2 people, and that's if they stick around long enough. And I'm pretty sure a good chunk of them were probably friends in theory. I am always grateful for them. They did not have to show up, but they did. Whoever they are, thank you. Gosh, I am talking too much. This paint's kind of dry. Should I add oil in it? I don't want to, though. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, if you notice, I say I'm tired a lot, and that's because I am. And I don't drink coffee. And some people look at me weird when I say I don't drink coffee, but no, I take it back. I drink it a tiny amount, but not enough for me to be codependent. Like, I need coffee in the morning or I will not get up. No, it's not like that. It's more like a dessert sort of thing. So it's not real coffee. It's like the dessert stuff you get at like Safeway. And I tried the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Oh my god, that stuff's nasty. It's too sweet. I was like, not for me. And then I had this one from Japan. That was actually pretty good. It was still sweet, but not super like deathly sweet. So I was like, okay, I like this one more. But of course, I'm not going to be drinking them like all willy nilly, and it's I need this to live. No, it's not like that. It's just like a treat once in a while. I think the last time I seriously drank coffee was well, prior to the one I got for free at my kid's school, which was actually pretty good because it had free donut holes. And then the last time officially before that was 2011 to 2010 to 2011. I would get free caffeinated coffee because, yeah, again, it's free and it's right there. I might as well drink it. And I didn't have a problem with it. It was like a small cup. I don't get like those big, ginormous, weird Starbucks fat cups. I can't do that. That's too much. Like a small cup is fine. That's all I need. I don't know. I did notice earlier today when I went to Japantown that a lot of people got those matcha latte drinks. Like, I saw at least 20, 30 people with them in hand. And I was like, are they even that good? Or is it just really, really sweet? I have no idea. I don't think I ever had those matcha drinks, and I don't feel the need to. I did have matcha something, but it was an ice cream, matcha ice cream in like this waffle sandwich cone, sandwich wafer encasing. It was just okay. Well, it was like 250, but definitely better than waiting in line for a drink. And so I was like, I don't see the big deal. It's not the same, but I still don't see the big deal. Like, it's supposed to be the same flavor, right? It ain't that much. Plus, I had matcha bits before. It's not that big of a deal. So when I see a whole influx of people with like a freaking matcha latte on hand, I'm like, is it really that good? It didn't taste that much to me. But yeah, I was like, you can buy that in other means. You don't have to always buy the matcha latte. But I guess trends. Anyway, um, do I have anything to show besides my blind boxing, blind boxing? It. I think they have something like that, but they blindfold each other and then they box. I don't know. I think I saw that on a reel. Okay. I have a sandwich. I can have it for dinner. And I also bought food. I have like pumpkin. I have this sandwich. I should eat it, but I'm waiting for my stomach to settle, so I'm not that hungry right now. Ugh, gosh. Where's my white paint? Oh, here. Oh, hey. Oh, lavender syrup. Oh, you make it yourself? That sounds pretty nice. I usually am familiar with lavender as those bathroom scents, and I don't like them very much. Or they put them in lotion, and it doesn't smell good. But if it tastes good, and you made it like not like smell bathroomy, then hey, that's great. No sarcasm at all. How you been? Oh, I forgot to mention last week I did not have a live stream because I was sick with like three things at the same time. It was not fun at all. So I thought on Saturday slash Sunday evening I can resume, but I was just not feeling it, so I did not go online that entire weekend. So I apologize. I'm sorry. But I'm a lot, well, I was better until I ate that stupid natto sushi roll. That's my stupid fault. Now I'm like, okay, let's get over the tummy issue. So while I am better, I made myself not better. Oh, okay. No, the jasmine has its own smell. I don't like the natural jasmine smell. I hate that. But jasmine rice, funny enough, I don't know if that is akin to that, but I don't mind jasmine rice. But then jasmine smell, that's natural smell. Oh my god, it's like armpits, hella nasty. Then lavender has its own smell. I don't know, maybe how they make it with the lotions and their own artificial scent, it's nasty, but maybe the natural stuff's not so bad. I'm not sure. But if it's a syrup, I'm curious. Ah, yeah. I actually like it. It's not too bad. But the one in the roll was kind of smelly. I didn't like that one. Like whatever they used, it did not agree with me, but it tasted okay. Just the smell was kind of weird. And I was just like, oh, it's a cheap snack. I'll eat it. And so I did. And then when I went to meet my family after, my stomach was like, guess what? Time to go run to the bathroom. Oh, crap. And so I didn't because the bathrooms in public are kind of gross here. And so I was waiting to go home. But my family wanted to go have dinner. My husband also wanted to go home, but my kid was super insistent on having that restaurant experience. So I was like, just go. And then I had to carry some fishing gear home. Only one thing, thankfully, but I had to beeline home. Oh my gosh. I'm a little better, but I'm just waiting for my tummy to settle. Oh, yes, I said your name wrong, but it's RRJR. Yes. Hi, how you been? Thanks for coming back. And I think I also remember Identity Obscure. I think you've been here before. Thank you so much for coming on over. How you guys been? And yeah, like how's the farm life? I've never lived on a farm. I don't know if I can handle it. I'm a weak city baby. I say that with low key shame, but not big shame. Hey, yeah, yeah. Wasn't there an earthquake there recently? I'm not sure what part of the. I forgot what wasn't in Cebu, but like, yeah. What? Okay, that's quite the dream. But oh, okay. Can you have that like naturally made tea, like you made it yourself, or you can actually go to the store and buy lavender tea? I just kind of worry the store bought version is kind of like smells like lotion and I'll get dizzy because artificial lavender smell makes me dizzy and I don't like it. But if it's as a tea and not too bad, I wouldn't mind. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, okay. Oh, plants. Oh, okay, okay. So how were you impacted where you're at? Yeah, yeah, Cebu. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it wasn't Cebu. I do remember the breaking news top title. I think was it like how was it 6 point something? There was another earthquake. We had an earthquake here too, but it was not as big as that one. I think. I think the epicenter. Where was the epicenter? I forgot where it was. It was somewhere in the Bay Area. But I felt it around 3 in the morning, and I went back to sleep. That's all. If there's ever a major earthquake, I worry I'm just gonna fall asleep, and I just fall into one of the faults. Oh no, shoot! I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's horrible. I will not laugh at that. Obviously, no way in hell. But I'm so sorry if that happened. You and your family are okay though, right? Oh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah, 5 is pretty strong. Yeah, totally. I'd be mortified. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, I have family in the Philippines too, but I think I forgot where some. They're kind of spread out, but most of them I think are in Quezon City. There was another area. I forgot where my other cousin lives. There's also Legazpi in that area. I have some there. Yeah, I thought I had some. I had relatives in Cebu. I don't remember though. Unless they moved. That's the other thing. I haven't seen there. I haven't been there since 2009. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, but still sad what happened to those that were not safe. I don't want to make jokes right after, the news. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm just. It's just a force of habit. I'm not laughing of that. I have a nervous laugh. I don't do that at funerals. I know people. I've heard of people who do that. I don't know how to feel about that, especially if you know the person who passed away and then there's someone laughing. I'd be like, oh my gosh, they need to leave. They need to like calm down before they go back into. Because I've yet to meet a person who's been like that, but I've heard stories of people who laugh during funerals. That would freak me out, to be honest. But yeah, I've had a few share of funerals myself, so I hope they. I don't. I'm not good at saying things about when people pass, but I just hope that you know, things will be okay for the remaining family members later on down the line. And things can get safely repaired somehow. But yeah, the natural disasters, my gosh. Mother Nature is quite fierce with its wrath. Sorry, I thought I heard fireworks outside, but it's kind of distant. It's like, what's the occasion? There's nothing going on. Like sometimes we get random fireworks, and I'm like, it's not July anymore. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, rest in peace to great grandmother. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Pink. Oh, yeah, thank you. Well, I was trying to look up colors that would coordinate well with green, and pink was one of them. Because I do notice some of the things I have also have some pink elements, and so thought I could put that in there. And then also yellow. I'm worried it looks a little sickly, but because it's close to green, I figured, oh, let's just put it in there. I'm debating whether or not to add a little bit more color, but I worry it'll also be a bit too much. Voice actor. No. Is that you? I don't no, that's the thing. I can't take myself seriously to be a voice actor because I'll say stupid ratchet stuff just to make myself less nervous, but then I'll end up laughing in the process and then I won't get anything done. Cuz I'll be like, oh, "This is my voice," you know. I don't want to be like that after talking about such solemn sad things, but I'm just saying it like um it'd be kind of interesting though. I used to do voiceovers, not real voiceovers, just over family or my husband's voice when I record a video and I mute the audio and I replace it with my voice and I say so much stupid stuff. It's so funny though, but I don't do it seriously. That would be I would just do it as a hobby and just to get laughs out of myself and a few friends and then that's it. Jaden Adam. I heard of her. I don't know. She has a higher voice than me, I think. She has some elements of a low voice, but then sometimes it raises a few octaves up. I haven't watched her in a while, actually. I think I watched her several years ago, and then after a while, I not so much got bored. It's just there were so many other animations, and they were very similar sounding in their content that I kind of just drifted away. But she's still popular, I think, from what I can remember, and I haven't heard any bad scandal news about her so far. I kind of did, but it was not her fault. It was some schmuck's fault. Sonic fandoms. No, I have not. It sounds funny. How is it? I've only seen Team 4 Stars take on Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Oh my god, those are so funny. But they get really serious with their voice acting, so I'm like, I'm not that good. I just make stupid sounds and say stupid things, and that's about it. And I can't take myself seriously, so I think if I had more voice training and trying to not say repeat words and actual dialogue, I should be kind of okay. Also, a script would be also good, but I try not to do that with my live streams because my aim for that is to try to talk to the other side of the viewers as if they were a friend in the room, basically. So I will make mistakes. I will say things wrong. I might say some things a bit unclear, or maybe they did not take it the right way and I have to clarify. So I want to be a little bit more honest with that at least. That's the best way I could put it. Red Van Buzz. Whoa, was that a word? Oh, okay. I'll. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm cursing. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to sound delicate and whatever. Let me write that name down. I'll look it up. And here's my shameless plug. Okay, sorry. I need this a bit. But thank you for even considering that I could do voice. The only other thing is I don't talk a lot, so my voice gets very parched easily and I get a sore throat if I'm not careful. So I don't know if I can ever do that. I don't talk a lot, so that's yeah, like here online I talk a lot, but off camera I'm like just that's about it. It's so stupid. I can spell, I swear. Z Z. Okay, I spelled it. Okay, I wrote it. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I feel like as though when people do editing and they cut out a whole bunch of things. I understand some parts where maybe what you said might be a little racist or something, so it would come off as racist. Like you didn't mean for it to be racist, but nowadays people take things a whole other direction with the tone or the words you use, and so you like, okay, let's take that out. That part I understand, but like in real life, you don't have an undo button. You said the thing. Now please elaborate. So I have to do that. So it also trains me to be careful with what I say, not so much censoring myself. I mean, to some percentage, because this is not for kids. Same time though. It challenges me how to talk more despite being introverted. Um, there's a lot of introverts on YouTube, right? Yeah, Korean lore. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how that works. I'd be like scatterbrained and talking about like the time in third grade where my pants got pulled down. Not that that happened. I'm just saying as an example. But like, how would that work? That's interesting. What's the name of that drama? The Korean drama with the lawyer that has ADHD. Ah, okay, yeah, yeah, that's cool. Oh, I need to add people when if we have subscriptions. I don't mind following or subscribing. I get those and Instagram intermixed. And yeah, I had to set my Instagram to private just because it's like I have to be kind of careful when whoever I add sometimes on live streams because it gets a bit rough sometimes if you don't know the person any better. Ah. That's okay. Me too. It if you have bad memory at your age, it gets worse as you get older. You have to kind of train or idiot proof yourself. I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm saying I call myself an idiot in terms of remembering things, so I have to idiot proof myself. One of the things I do is write notes either on paper, but there's a good chance you'll lose the paper, or you write notes on your phone. And that's if you look at your notes. So it really depends on you on how you make yourself remember things. But certain things that you forget in passing, yes, it will happen, and it gets worse as you age and if you don't train yourself to remember things. Oh my gosh. What is venomous? The snake? I've no idea. It was just an eyeball. And I was like, oh, right. I like the detail. Let's see how far it goes. And far ago it went. but I made some mistakes down. Ugh, I gotta adjust here. Like I made some mistakes down here. This is supposed to be a bit stretched out, but I was like stuck here. It's supposed to be a little bit more. I think this is enough. So I have to fix the lower part of the jaw a little bit more, and then this area has to be blurry. I'm a little apprehensive, a little concerned how that'll turn out because I'm not very good with blurriness except for clouds. I don't know about scales, so we'll figure it out. Oh, 1 hour 15 minutes. I'm not sure when my family will be back. They should be back. Ah, thank you, Identity Obscura. Yeah, have a good sleep and take care of yourself. Thank you for the support and the suggestion of possibly being a voice actor. That'd be pretty cool. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. I just need to, I guess, talk more so I don't start coughing after an hour because I was curious about that off and on, but I just worry that oh maybe I don't have the strength to keep talking and repeatedly saying the same things over and over again. But that would be kind of fun to try someday. Yeah, yeah. I've no idea. It could just be a regular grass snake, green snake, or whatever. The ones that are not poisonous. But I've no idea what kind it is. Yeah, they have a whole bunch of snakes on Pinterest, but some of them are like very AI. They had like a yellow pink snake. They had like a glitter snake, a pastel snake, a snake. I guess they're made out of desserts or some other. It was really weird. Oh, that's nice. That sounds very, very nice. That sounds like a lot of pie. Mmm, pie. Oh, no, no, no. I don't need pie. Not when my tummy's up working to get better. I'll look into that though. Thank you. I was like, oh, I should do some kind of something, but that'd be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing animations, but I'm not that patient. That takes a lot of work. And then I know people on YouTube as they get better, they hire people to do the animations for them. And they would talk about the process of hiring like, "Oh my god, I got to hire my own production company too." Oh my gosh. That sounds like a lot. And I worry I'm not good enough. But yeah, at the same time though, it sounds interesting. So I'll look into that a little bit. Now that you put that idea in my head. Yes, yes, yes. I remembered eating buko pie the other day. I was like, oh, I should have some. Buko pie and egg tart. Those egg tart, egg custard pies. Oh my god, I'd be quite hefty if I start thinking and trying to buy pie. Ugh. Oh, what time is it on your end, by the way? I forgot. Is it like 12, 13 hours ahead from Pacific Standard Time? Yes. So I know we have different time zones in the US. Sorry, it's like, ugh, my setup is so pee pee cock a doo doo. Okay, I should just, yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, there were some people that would tune in on my channel on the live stream, and then they mentioned they were in Australia, and I was like, "Oh, what time is it there?" I think it was noontime, around 12 p.m. where I was at, and they're like, "Oh, it's like 4 or 5 in the morning." I was like, "What? Go to sleep." Why? He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to watch your live stream," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And that's the idea where I was like, "Oh, maybe I should try to go to other time times in the evening to do the live stream because I'm pretty sure people in the US don't watch me as much as people in other countries, which I wouldn't mind. That'd be kind of cool. So I started doing trial and error runs for different times, different days, and see which one clicked. And the one that seemed to work the most was around 11, no, midnight to 1 a.m. Friday to Saturday. It's a bit weird. And it's the weekend, so my family is at home and they stay up late because it's weekend. And so my family is saying a whole bunch of interesting things while I'm trying to talk, and then they also talk over me, or I'm asked questions, or I have to, yeah. It's really challenging to try to not overcome, but like to navigate around that kind of activity. Whereas now, when my family's doing their own thing, I don't have to make my voice louder than it should, but it's stuck like that now because I've been around them for so long that my voice is stuck like this. I can't be all timid and shy, and I can't do that anymore. I need to get stuff done. I also need to work on lessening the nervous laugh. I have that a lot. I have it since I started doing talking videos on Instagram. I think it's 2022, October, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, well that's cool. So you only have what, 4 days of school? School 4 days a week. Oh, okay. That's unheard of here. From what I know with my kid, there's still 5 days, and then some places are a little earlier than usual, but they start early, they leave early. The one mine is at is they start 9:30, but they finish at 3:45. Oh, okay. Why is that? It's nice to learn about other places. It is. It's really cool. Like, I might not know a lot about other countries, but I am always eager to learn about where people are from and things that are familiar there but not familiar where I'm at. I'm always interested in such things, but for some whatever reason, not a lot of people are want to take the time to explain. I get it because internet, but it's nice to learn. Okay, I see. Oh, okie dokie. Okay, I kind of get it. Yeah, I think for we do have Wednesday still school, but there's an early dismissal. And so after the early dismissal, the teachers have some sort of meeting for the week. So they have a weekly meeting on Wednesday. So there's that early dismissal. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. As long as I know which day to pick up early, it's totally fine. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I wish I can go visit the Philippines. But almost every time I'm always doing something, and then next thing you know, set like almost 2 decades passed, and I'm like, ah, oh, gosh, because I miss the food. I miss the food, and I miss the food. What? Why not? I can't go there. Is it legit reasons? I like the food, but it's also, ooh, what, any game? Who might scam me? Nowadays, a lot of things seem like a scam. It's like, who isn't scamming us? Oh my gosh. Please explain. Oh my gosh. I wonder. I mean, maybe I can be on here pretty long until my family shows up. Then, when they start settling down and start getting a little bit out, I can like, okay, I'm gonna go now. But until then, I'm gonna be hanging around to see how much of the painting. Oh my god, it's so. It's like this. Okay, okay. So, okay, you said you're scared for new people. Why is that? Oh, you mentioned that you worry that the new people will get scammed when they come visit. Well, I've been there before. It's just I should be there with people that are familiar with. going there before, rather than totally by myself with my family, because my husband's Chinese and my Tagalog is embarrassing. So, okay, okay, I see. But well, I do have a ton of family there, so I'm pretty sure. Well, no, they have lives, so I don't want to like impose and like, hey, can you pick us up because we're from the, I don't want to impose on them, so I don't mind doing our own thing. But of course, I do know what you mean about them trying to scam. I understand. So thank you for the heads up. I will try if we ever go there. I'll keep an eye out for the scammery scammers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. I probably have to brush up on that too. Over here, what BS they're telling? Oh, get that fat girl. She looks very rich in wealth and fat. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think for the most part, if I'm with like familiar people in my family, they're pretty good at catching that stuff. But that's if they're not busy. That's the other thing. I also don't want to rely too much. I most maybe visit, but I do have a lot of relatives there. A lot of relatives. I have a ton, man. Shoot. Yes. Yes. Let me. Da, 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 da. Wait, where's my notepad? I wrote the note down and where did I? Oh my goodness gracious, where did I put it? The note that I wrote that person's name, I put it down and it magically disappeared. That is the luck of my life. Poop. Lots of poop. Did I put it here? Oh my goodness. Where did I put my notes? Ah, okay, okay. Gotcha. Where are my notes? Oh, good lord. I'm going to take a break from the eyeball for a bit just because it's a lot and my throat's a little sore. Yeah, thank you for the advice. I will take it seriously. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Like I have to find new paper again. Like, oh my god, I was just saying, like, if you make sure you write your notes before you forget, and then you put it down, you lose it. Yeah, that's me. I'm speaking from experience, and it's happening live, and that's embarrassing. That's a long name, though. I'm surprised you could remember all that. I'd be like, there's a six in it, right? Okay. Red. That. Buzz. I almost put butt. Okay. Okay, I wrote it. Thank you so much again. And now to put it in front of me so I don't lose it like a dork. Okay, here we go. Here we go. La la la. Okay, I'm gonna let some of this dry because this pink paint is kind of annoying. It's very thin, even though it looks like it's not thin, but it's because I put layers. So I need to give it a tiny break and start on. Yeah, I start on several. Oh god, he died. I'm sorry. Oh, you need to take a sabbatical over there yonder, over there. Now I have this from Target. Yeah, thank you again. Now this one, hmm. Originally, I was gonna just color it a little bit more and just make it more bleached and dead looking. But as I look at it, it's like, everyone's doing that. Should I do like different colors? Or, because I am a sucker for colors, as you can see here with Oogie Boogie. Go Oogie on over here, sir. But now I'm looking at this one. I have some stuff started, and I'm like, this seems kind of meh. So I'm not sure how to totally make it interesting, but I guess I gotta figure out now. And I also bought new brushes and I lost them. I don't know where I put them. And they say, oh, it's the nice quality. And they did look nice quality. And I put them somewhere stupid and I can't find it. and I'll be so pissed off when I find out where it is because it's somewhere really stupid. It's in the house. It's definitely in the house, but somewhere really stupid. Why do I do things? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get something in here. Oh, okay. I like stories. As long as it's not too scary and it involves people looking out my window. Feel free to share. I'll try not to disrupt. But I'm going to be saying things off and on in terms of babbling because I'm looking for other colors I think would work. Okay. Yeah, I gotta put that there to remind me. Doink, doink, doink. Doinky, doink. Where is... No. Oh, fart. Maybe. Okay, I found you. Found you. And I need this sucker, and I need some yellow. Alright. We got it. Yeah, when you can tell a story, say when. Oh gosh, I can't put it here. Oh goodness, my family's there. Follow where? Ah, okay, I see. Oh, my family's back, but I'll still hang around a bit. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna cut off and be rude about it. Because that's their problem. I was here first. But my family's gonna be kind of loud, so bear that in mind, please. And I'm gonna read your story out loud. So, I was coming to this school, high school, because my mom is a teacher, and I was coming to this group of students. They tried to bully me. Guess what? They didn't know English. Ah, okay, interesting. How did... Okay, so what happened next? No! Go away! Go back where you came from. I'm on live stream now. How was the dinners? Ugh, I need to sit. Oh. Well, all right then. As they should. Yeah, bullying's not good. Once upon a time, though, I used to bully, but I'm not a good one because I also got bullied. Like, just because I said I bullied doesn't mean I was a good one. And I got made fun of too for other things, so I didn't like it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't like how that feels. So I stopped. Ah, okay, yeah, that's good. Better them than you. Yeah, I was in a class full of bullies, so you're either bullying or you're the bullied, and you did not want to be the bullied because that sucks. So I had to be part of the bullies, but I was not like the top tier bully that ran the show. I was like maybe the minion bullies, I guess. But for whatever reason, the parents, I think two in particular, did not like me, and they would send me to the office at one point, but my family didn't know about that. But at the same time, I think when I started getting bullied, I didn't like how that felt. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that no more. And so I stopped, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, and then um, I understand how that feels now, especially when you have your own kid and you see them getting bullied. I don't see them like they'll say mean things to my kid, for instance, and I don't like that. And I remembered like flash way back when I would make fun of a kid in class and their mom would step in and say horrible things to me, and I'd be like, "What's the big deal?" And then it repeats itself with my kid. I was like, "Oh, okay, I understand." So you have really hateful, hurtful things in your head when you see your kid being. It's not super, not as bad as how it was back when I was young and back when my siblings were young, because those were a lot worse than how it is now. But even still, you see people saying, or kids saying not very nice things about your kid, and you're like, oh my God, let's not go in the back alley. You know? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a kind of karma in the way, but at the same time, you can use that to your advantage or use it as a learning tool for life lessons and how to not do that anymore. So that's why when people talk about bully stories, I know there's more to it than just bullies are bad guys, victims are good guys, and then that's it. There's so many other kinds of variations, and mine was a little weird. So, and it doesn't mean I'm bullying. Oh, I'm forever a bully. No, it's not. Like, especially when you get it yourself and you're like, oh, God, that sucks. I don't want to do that no more. And so, yeah, you can choose to keep bullying or you like, okay, this is stupid. I don't do it anymore. The other thing is you also have to apologize to the people you're messing around when you're young. I only managed to apologize to one person that I met in real life. And he was a cool guy and he accepted it. I felt so bad though, and some of our other classmates apologized to him during one of their school reunions or class reunion, but I didn't join there because I was in China at the time. But I didn't want to meet any of them. Yeah, so I think there was like one other person. I didn't really. Well, I kind of did, but it wasn't too much. There were people bullying him more than me, but he did not want to talk to me. So I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. And then there's another girl, but she was also, she would hit me too. So we would be hitting each other. And she, I would say not very nice things. And she would hit me and then I would hit back and we'd chase after each other. And her mom did not like me. And so I've yet to encounter her. Yeah, we just fell out of touch. And so if we don't meet, we don't meet. If we do meet, then of course I will apologize. So there is that. Oh, yeah, they still are? I heard about that. What area are they patrolling? I know they're like somewhere hovering around certain areas by the Philippines, but I forgot. Is it more south? I've no idea. I forgot, but my mom was keeping track of that. Yeah, my husband's kind of worried about visiting China because he worries because they see his passport and he's Chinese. Like, oh, you are one of like he's not on the boat. He's fine, but he just is worried about his status if he traveled there. But I'm like, I think it should be fine. I don't know, but just to reassure him, we just I guess we'll just wait a bit. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, why? What are they doing there? They have so much land. Can they mind their own business? Oh my god! Like they're China's huge. I've been there. Like holy crap! Like one block takes like a 10-minute walk sometimes. Holy crap! What more do they need over in the oceans where the Philippines is at? Like you can go somewhere else now. I'm assuming more resources because or expanding their land somehow. I forgot what they were talking about, but it might have been akin to somewhat of that degree. Oh my gosh, my throat's sore. Not because I'm not having fun. I am. It's just my throat's not used to talking. But I like how like when there's actual people to talk to. I don't mind. It's cool. Yeah, it's so tiny. What is there some sort of important mineral or rare thing there that they're just I need to have it and I will encroach upon other land to do so. That is also possible. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know. Sooner or later, the truth will come out, I guess, in terms of what they want on that tiny island. Yeah, my mom was kind of watching that, so I was like, "Oh, what? Why? What are they doing there? Go away!" Like you have so much land, go over there. Oh yeah, there's that stuff, man. Liquid gold. They'll if they find it, they'd want some on a tiny island though. That's interesting. I know, right? Shoot.
What about a pizza Big Mac?
You want a Big Mac pizza? That sounds
Weird.
not just weird. That sounds dangerous to one's health. Go eat a apple capollo.
Not Applebee's or Apple Capollo.
Apple capollo.
I thought it said Applebee's instead of Apple Capollo.
Have I even been to Applebee's? I don't think I've ever been to Applebee's.
Maybe Applebee's doesn't sound
Oh, what's up with that? How come there's helicopters? Is it related to those ships, the Chinese ships? Is that related? That's kind of interesting. Or is it something entirely not related?
What about the fruit juice filled inside vegetables?
I don't know what to do about that.
See, it is drippable.
You're still. I thought you had dinner. Why are you having Lunchables?
Because I want more food.
You had a buffet.
I need even more food.
As per usual. Well, it's cheaper when I'm not there, though, right? Well, yeah, you're welcome. Oh, where at? Where are they coming from? Are they? Hmm. Yeah, like, can't they just mind their own freaking business? I feel like a lot of countries should mind their own business sometimes. But then when they see something that's worth money making and oh, this is good for our country, they start encroaching. Like, hey, man, look where I'm from. God. Oh my God, there's so much craziness going on. Makes my head hurt. I try not to talk about such things because it just makes a lot of people upset and tired and hungry. Literally because food's expensive, and so I'm like, I don't want to think too. Like, let's just chill out, do some art, talk vaguely about such matters, and then just carry on because it's out of our control most of the time anyway. Unless you have a bajillion amounts of monies and a lot of connections, maybe there's some sort of dent to improve the thing that is the government. But then, yeah, my God, it just makes me so tired thinking about. Like, I'm pretty sure you have your share of government and government concerns, and we have a whole buttload. And it's just, oh, I'm so tired.
At Safeway, I saw this kind of chocolate. Crunch.
What? Yeah, you still want Crunch bars?
Yes, Crunch bar is my favorite. Not Feastables.
Are they even good? Oh, Crunch bars, obviously. I had them since I was little.
Have you heard about Feastables, the Mr. Beast chocolate bar?
Yeah, I heard about them, but I don't.
They
I'm
can
not
be
used
found
to
in snack
eating new things.
boxes like Lunchly or other foods.
Okie dokie.
At least Lunchly's got Prime, not Stinky Capri Sun.
If it's so stinky, why do you keep drinking it? Oh yeah, let me know. What are they after? Oh my gosh, boy. That's not me, I swear. My kids. See, this is what I was talking about earlier, why I prefer the quiet, because then when they come over and they do... I already told you, if you're going to do that, go in the other room. Okay? Why do you... You do this on purpose. Don't do that. So yeah, you just heard a fart and that was not mine. If you can't behave or be quiet, go in the other room. This is 2 now. You want 3?
No.
Then stop it. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but please continue. Go over there now.
And don't escape.
I didn't say that. I told you to be quiet or just eat quietly, but you want to have me focus on you. Go over there now. Don't make it be like that. Really? Oh, well, I thought that would be like with Taiwan or some other, not just a random tiny island. But I did hear that was a possibility if we're trying to take back Taiwan. Well, there's already the one with Russia and Ukraine. I was like, do you need more? And then there's some other stuff, other countries. We all know where they are. That, there's a whole bunch of immigrants and refugees running amok and stuff. I mean, not all of them. Hey, man, what's with? Can you lower? Gosh, why is it so hard to be quiet? It's like okay for you to be noisy, but heaven forbid if I try to do things. So yeah, I probably have to like log out at some. No, I'm not because whatever. But yeah, boy, you can go in the hallway and do that. Then you finish and come back. Okay, don't do that now. I know. It's like always one thing after one thing after one thing. And it's the people with, middle, low class. Usually they have, like, middle class especially. They're the ones that have to give all the money and then they just pocket it for themselves. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so tired of that. Like, why? Why do we have to comply to these people? And they don't even use the money for the people, they use it for themselves and stupid things and yucky things and all sorts of things that have nothing to do with people and children. Hello, they say, yeah, someone mentioned like there's like a slogan back in the day called "Children are our future," and I was like, what future? What future is this? Like, nothing's good. Yeah, it's so tiring. You just want good for your children, for your future. And then even people don't want to have kids. That's the other funny thing because everything's expensive. There's a lot more fears out in the open, like the school shootings and stuff. Like, yeah, that terrifies me to no end. Don't get me wrong, but they even have like what is that? Like drills to in case something like that happens in the school. Like I have that for my kid now. It's like I never had that growing up. I remember fire drill. I remember earthquake drill, not shooting drill. Yeah, that's a thing now. And that freaks me the hell out, but we have to let them know what happens in case that scenario ever does happen, which I hope never does. But because of recent-ish events where there's a person with some weaponry and yeah, I don't like talking too much about that too much because that is terrifying and I always feel horrible for every parent that had to go through that because that's insane. Yes, yeah, they don't want to have kids or they want only a certain gender. Like if they find out they have a girl, like sometimes the dad's like, oh my God, why that? Or they find out they have a son, oh my God, why that? Like, shouldn't you just be glad they're happy? I mean, they're healthy and everything's working. Like, come on, man. Like, why are you so hell? Like, if you are so hell bent on a certain gender, don't have kids. Don't have kids. Just be glad that your child is healthy and happy, or things are mostly work. Like, even if some things are not working, but they're still happy, that's fine too. Love your child. But if you're always so hell bent on certain things, you didn't get what you want in your child, you probably should not have kids. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, um, it's really tiring hearing such, like there's a community of people who flaunt how they're child free, I'm child free, I choose to be childless, blah, and then they have to rub it in everyone's faces why they're so happy to be child free. I'm like, are you sure you're that happy? If you're that happy, you wouldn't be broadcasting that constantly, Like, if you're happy with your life with no children, that's fine. Mind your own damn business. You don't have to showcase it all the live long day. But there are other people who want children and they can't have a child for whatever medical reason, whatever genetic reason, whatever traumatic reason, which is understandable. And so we can't just say you either want kids or you don't want kids or there's something wrong with you. Everyone's different. And that's why I try not to balk at people who want children or people who don't want children. I respect your decision. Just don't be a butthole about it. Sorry, I've seen that so many times too about people not wanting to have kids. Some of my friends were like that too. They don't even want to have relationships. They don't want to have marriage. They don't want kids. Okay, me, total opposite. And I don't talk to most of them anymore because they're not interested in family life, in marriage life, in children life. And well, I mean, yeah, we can talk about other things that are like hobbies, but it can only go so far, especially when we have different paths going different directions. And I'm fine with that, but it's a little sad that you start losing friends that way, where they choose one thing and you chose the complete opposite. But that's just how life is. But I mean, you can still talk to them. There's nothing wrong with that. But if they just don't feel comfortable with their friend having a family life, I can't stop them from leaving, you know. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I used to have a whole bunch of friends that were so anti relationship sometimes, or they still want a relationship, but no marriage, no children. Okay, then. But I didn't say I didn't want any of those things, but I didn't even think that far. It just kind of happened. And so, yeah, once I have my own life with my own family, I don't hear from these same single people anymore. Up to now, I don't hear about them anymore. So while it's sad, at the same time, I just accept it's like, okay, that sucks. Now what? But then if you want to make friends with people like you, it's usually other parents, and I kinda am not very good with that. I'm not talking bad about them. It's just I don't know. I just worry if I hang around with other parents, we just talk about our kids all the time, or we're trying to relive our cool heydays where we were young and wild and free. Well, not really. I was super sheltered, and so it's I just have a hard time getting along with other parents. Plus, also my kid's super shy, so I may want to talk to a few parents here and there, and my kid wants to go to school. So it's like, okay, sorry, I want to talk, but I'm running now. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Everyone has a different way of going through life, and that's just how it is. Yeah. And while it is sad that I don't talk to those friends anymore, at the same time, I also know they have their own lives, they have their own things going on. And sometimes when I mention about things that going on in my life, I worry that they might get kind of offended because it's like, well, I don't have a kid. What do you say about that? Like, I didn't say anything. I'm just talking about what's going on in my life. Tell me about yours, you know? So yeah, it's kind of weird how sometimes you try to just catch up and then you worry like, oh, what if I just sound like I don't have anything going on in my life? Because that's also a thing, especially those with like jobs and kids. Like, I can do all these things. How come you can't? And I'm like, because I get sick easily. That's true. I get sick easily. I may sound young. I may look young, but I can feel my age and my health sometimes. If I'm not careful, oh my God, it ain't cute at all. So, I just try to take it easy when I'm not feeling so great, and that's the best I can do. I can't just power through power through an 8-hour shift, or it turns out I have to do like overtime, and then I have to stay around. I can't do that anymore. I'm gonna get really sick, so it sucks. No, I only have one. Yeah, I only have one kid, but after that, my health just did not bounce back up. I don't know why. It just did not do so well. But I'm a lot better now. Just I have to be careful with my diet. If I'm not careful, I get really sick. So yeah, it's stupid. But some people they can have two, three, four, 5 kids and still be like, "Well, I'm fine. What's up with that?" I'm like, "Good for you. I'm jealous. I wish I can have that, you know, energy to get back up. But I'm worried if I have another kid, I'll be in a worse shape than what I am now. So I'm like, maybe one is fine. Plus, kids are expensive, you know? Like, the timing was okay with my son at the time, but now, oh no. Everything's crazy expensive now. Too expensive. Plus, they're noisy. Yeah. So, yeah. Talking about a lot of things is interesting. Oh, okay, that's cool. I think 3 is okay. Not too bad. Um, for me, I don't think I can handle it, but 3 I think is pretty good in general. Not me, cause I'm a weak baby. But then like my mom, she had 6, 4 girls, 2 boys. I'm the youngest. And then both of my parents, yeah, exactly right. From the Philippines too. We had a ton of kids. And then both sides of my parents, hey man, you think 6 is bad? Um, both sides of my parents, my dad is the oldest of 8. My mom is the youngest of 8. Right? And I'm pretty sure almost all of them had kids. Maybe some of them might have maybe one or two might have passed away early, but the rest had a bunch of kids. And then, like, when I was little and I was surrounded by family, I assumed, oh, if I have a husband and I have children, I don't want to have six. That's too many. Maybe five is okay. Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm so glad I did not go that route and have freaking. What do you mean eight? Both parents. My dad was in a family of 8 kids. My mom was in a family of 8 kids. Well, my dad was the oldest in his family. My mom was the youngest in her family, so that was kind of an interesting dynamic. And they're both kind of polar opposites, but they somehow kind of got along. And yeah, it was very interesting how that turned out. Because also, my husband is an opposite of me, and yet we still managed to have some sort of common ground somehow. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, like, yeah, don't have too many kids. Especially nowadays. I don't recommend it, but like I guess back then they were kind of big on big families. I don't know. And then one of my old friends, her grandmother had 12 frigging kids. 12 kids. And I was like, "Oh, how can you do that?" And that was just one side of the family, of her mom's side of the family. I don't know about her dad's side too well, but having 12 kids, holy crap. And she's also Filipino too. So I was like, oh my goodness gracious. That was a lot of kids. Yeah, I think three is a good number. Just keep it at that. I know. Yeah, she's still, well, she passed away already, but she was I think they called her Big Mama, and I think she already had like great grandkids. But yeah, was she might have died in her 90s, and it was like some years ago because I heard about it. But I went over to their side of the house, and I would see her sometimes. She was pretty nice, still cooking and stuff. But yeah, she had 12 kids. I was like, what? And she was still walking around like, well, I mean, she's old, but still moving around, man. If I had 12 kids, I'd probably be lying on the floor all the time. My goodness gracious. And they did not have like epidurals. They didn't, I don't know. I kind of doubt they had some level of pain medication during her day. I'm like, oh my God. 12. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. I don't know how she was alive that long to have 12. I mean, like, I'd probably keel over after three, to be honest. Oh my God. Yeah. That's a tough, people were tough back then, I swear. Women, especially. They dealt with a lot of crap. Childbirth, especially. Whew. That's insane. Well, I don't know her too well, but yeah, I only went over here there because my friend, yeah, it was kind of weird how I found out later on that she had 12 kids. And I was like, what? Holy crap. That's a lot. And I thought 8 was a lot. And I even thought 6 was a lot, but 12? Holy sheesh. I don't think I met all of her relatives, but 12 already is like that's a lot of people.
Oh my god. Go.
Favorite food. Oh my gosh.
Activate no clip.
There's so many though.
Go, 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 boom.
I really like the barbecue pork. Like, oh, the barbecue in the Philippines is amazing. I love, and I also like the freshly made pandesal. That one's really good. Um, I'm not sure, but my relatives would go out super early in the morning when we had to go take a bus to Sorsogon. Um, they would get pandesal in garbage bags, and we eat it from the garbage bag. The garbage bag's clean, but it's like, ooh, that's so good. I miss freshly made pandesal. We only have the store bought stuff. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. Suman, I like Suman too. I'm sorry if I pronounced the names wrong with my late American accent, but that's all I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I like that one a lot. Um, what else? There was a lot, but it's been so long ago. Fried fish, freshly caught fried fish. That's really nice. And they just put lemon and just eat it. I was like, ooh, that's nice. Or maybe calamansi. But I think that last time was lemon. I'm pretty sure. Bum 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 bum. I mean, there's also Jollibee. I don't think that counts. I mean, it's still good, but it's kind of funny. Less favorite. Oh wait, Dino Guan. I like Dino Guan also, and Ginatan. I like Ginatan, but I'm not sure it's Ginatan or Ginataan. My sister calls it Ginataan, but I just call it Ginatan. I'm not sure if that which is correct. And please excuse the vacuum. Ah, okay, okay. So she got it right. I was wrong. Okay, thank you. Letting me know. See, I can accept making mistakes and correcting them. I'll check. I kind of want to make some, but I'm worried I'm gonna burn it. Okay, cool. Thank you. And I also like Dino Guan, but not too much. And then my dad likes the one with tripe. I don't like tripe too much. It has always a smell, and I never like that smell. But some people like tripe. Me, not so much. Hollow Hollow, I do like. I don't know if that counts as a food. Oh, yes, yes. I grew up with that. I love adobo. But I noticed in recent years my mom would make it with extra vinegar. And I'm like, that's a bit too strong. But yeah, I miss adobo. Like I had both the chicken and pork versions. I'm not sure if there's any extra versions, but those are the main two that I had, and I like those a lot. But I think because in recent years a lot of my family members are not very healthy. They're not very good in health. They kind of cut back on adobo. So I was like, ugh. I should probably make my own, but I think my own family, they're not very fond of it, and I'd probably be the one eating it all. That's not good for me. Oh, nice. That's cool. I want some. But I think I have to make my own because I can't have too much oil. I worry if I go back to the Philippines, I'm gonna be sick because my health is not. I'm super sensitive to certain foods now. It sucks. I hate it. I hate being that person. But my health, like I mentioned, after having a kid, my health went a different direction with my food intake. So I have to be careful with what I eat, and it sucks. I want to have fun with food, but I can't, or I'll be sick. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. And a lot of the Filipino foods I like, I have to cut back or eat very little of. But for some reason, I'm fine with Jollibee. I don't know why that is. But yeah, like, I have to be careful. It sucks. I hate it. And I worry, like, also if I don't eat their food, like, they'll take offense. Like, you're not eating that? Why not? Didn't you like this? I was like, oh, my tummy won't agree with it. And so I feel awful. And yeah, like it's hard to say no. Like just you have to get a small amount, and then they'll put more food on you. And I was like, oh shoot, crisis, crisis. My tummy can't allow. Oh yeah, yeah, I had that one. I miss tilapia. I like it as soup and fried. Ugh, I miss it. I miss food. But I mostly have to make somewhat Chinese food because my husband likes that more. Though he likes fish a lot, but I just worry I'm not going to cook it well enough. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, I'm middle aged and gas happens. But better out my mouth than out the butt. We don't need to hear that like earlier. And that was not me. Should maybe I'll try to add a tiny bit of red and see what happens. I'm kind of make it kind of dead. What other? I also like Hollow Hollow and how I had it at Chow King. Funny enough, like the first time I had Hollow Hollow was at Chow King, and that was the best Hollow Hollow I had. But I'm pretty sure there are way better ones, and I was like, I miss it so much. Oh no, I never had that. How is that? Did you try that? I don't think I've ever tried flying fish. How is that? Okay, we're gonna have some graphic blood. Well, not really. I'm just gonna try to make it look like it's kind of dirty aged blood, like it's been on there for a while and it didn't get cleaned up. Something like that. Let's see what happens. I have no reference. But yeah, I never had flying fish. I should look that up, how that tastes like. How to prepare it. Do they rip off the wings or you eat the wings? I am curious. Sorry, I'm gonna check. Who was bothering? Oops. Just friends. Okay. Yeah, I don't think my husband tried flying fish either. We've eaten bugs. Not just any bugs. I think like the silkworm pupa. Oh my gosh. It's okay, but at the same time, it's kind of it's not for the faint of heart. But I can eat it, just not to think too hard. It should be fine. But then otherwise, if I shown people or even my friends the silk pupa I've eaten, and they might pass out. It's that not so good looking to eat. Oh my god, what is that sound? I'm hearing weird noises. But my husband loves crab. Loves, 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 loves crab. But if you're not careful when you handle the crabs, they will pinch you and it hurts and I hate it. And it was only a tiny baby crab, like about this tall, and it I had it on my finger and it pinched me and it really hurt and I almost threw it away. And that's just a tiny itty bitty baby. Imagine a big fat crab with those big massive claws. Oh my gosh.
What kind of fruit can take away cancer? And then he can eat some fruit.
No, when they sleep forever, that's it. No more dog. Sorry, it's kind of mortifying, but my kids he takes things pretty well. But I also have to observe and make sure he does actually take it pretty well. I can't just like, oh, okay, he's fine. He's mature now, but no, he's also a little boy, so you have to make sure he's okay with that stuff. God, I'm hearing noises pissing me off. What if it's in the walls? Oh my god, I'll be upset. Sorry, I'm hearing things. I'm worried that's like something got caught because we have raccoons, not in the house, but I'm like, I'm hearing noises and it's annoying. So anyway, my gosh. Okay, the view count is less, but still definitely better than what it was yesterday. So I am pleased with that. And it did raise up as high as I think 40 something. And hey, man, I am happy with that. So, duly noted, I will continue the phone live stream rather than the standard internet PC thing because. Get over there, Mr. Broser. And so I will continue doing the live stream via phone. I know the downside, and one of the downsides for me is basically the audio sometimes goes in and out, but not all the time. The majority, you kind of get it. But sometimes I might be saying something and a word gets cut off suddenly, and I'm like, oh gosh. So it's up for you to interpret what the heck I'm saying, but it's usually just one word, not like an entire paragraph of, or even several sentences. So it should be fine. Should be, in theory. Because I might sound fine now, but then if I play back and I'm like, oh God, what is this? Why did I say that? And then yeah, I did say a few things, and at the same time, it's within reason. So I'm trying not to be offensive, but at the same time, I'm just explaining what's going on. And oh yeah, so maybe that person left. I don't know. I should probably wrap it up. So I usually do a summary. So what the heck did I talk about? So I was talking a lot of things with a few people who came back on this live stream. Thank you so much for coming back and saying a whole bunch of things, either about yourselves or your hobbies or where you're living or things going on. There were some natural disasters that happened recently, and rest in peace to all of those who lost their lives. And I'm so sorry for the families who've lost a loved one or a friend or family and this and that. I hope they will do better. Not in a rush, obviously, but they will find peace later on in life with themselves and to take care of themselves. And whatever damages get fixed from that earthquake in the Philippines. Um, I also mentioned why I was out of commission last weekend because I was sick with like at least three things. It was not good. But I'm a lot better now. I still have to take things easy because if I'm not careful, it's easy for me to relapse and not feel well, and so I have to take care of myself. And we were also talking about like foods, anime, um, how sometimes movies are crap nowadays and it's kind of hard to watch things, how sometimes we want things to go well for ourselves and our future generations, but corruption, people being stupid, people being greedy, people taking things for themselves and not providing for the citizens that work hard and give them money for them to make the city better. And it's just like one thing after another, and we feel so tired. And I also like, I don't want to talk too much about that, but it is going on as we speak, wherever we are. And I just want to chill out and do some arts and talk vaguely about them, but it couldn't be helped. There were specifics. And so it was still good to talk about a little bit, but I don't want to get too heavy into that because I'm not super knowledgeable about every single aspect of what's going on, and not just the US government, but also other countries' governments, because we're not that educated. I can admit that. But I do like to learn about other people's backgrounds, lifestyles, cultures, and all that because it's so cool to hear about that. That's why I don't always think the internet is bad. You can learn other things from other people from other parts of the world, which I genuinely love, to be honest. Because hearing the same thing about the US, and everything is surrounding the US and US everything, it gets quite dull. And so when you venture out and learn about from other people via internet about how things go on their end, it's quite eye opening. You can learn about them and a bit about yourself as well. Um, and that's why I also like these kinds of live streams. Like I like to talk to you as if you're a friend, and that's as far as it gets, mind you. And they did ask me if I'm married, and I am. I got that question often lately, I noticed. And so, yeah, we also talked about kids and how sometimes people, like, there's all these categories of people that, it's not easy to have kids. And they were talking about how many kids in both of our families, and they were kind of surprised how, like, what the heck, how many kids, what, 6, 8, 12, what? And yeah, it'd be like that some back in the olden days, whereas now it's like, I don't want to have kids. Plan B, where's the plan B? I don't want to have kids, I want to be child free. There's all these things that are so much different from when our ancestors were, but at the same time, some people still want kids, and that's okay. Some people don't want kids, that is okay too. I just don't like when people try to shove in your face, you have to do this, you can't have that because I said so and I'm right and you're not, and you're never right. I don't like that kind of talk. I stay away from that as much as possible, otherwise you'd fall down that spiral of crap, having to defend and argue these kinds of people that refuse to see other options. um but yeah, so much was talked about. It was cool. My throat is sore. I don't know if that person will come back. It's okay. I totally get it. Maybe they got logged out by accident. That's totally fine. It's okay. I won't take offense. I'll hang around a tiny bit, but I gotta wrap things up since it's like 2 hours. Wow, that's pretty long for me. Um, I still have no idea what to do for 100K. It's been kind of slack lately because, well, me being sick and trying to figure out what the heck I should do with the rest of my channel. I should do I want to do war art, but I worry that, especially nowadays with the media being questioned about silencing certain things, I don't want to cause a ruckus based on art and, like, why did you draw that? Were you blah? I don't be that in that situation. That's why I kind of just held things off for a bit. Um, Especially if I draw certain people that people may not like, and so I kind of just kept it quiet and just observed what's going on with media in general. And if is it okay for me to post things? I don't know now. It feels like, and so and it's if it sounds like, oh, you're scared, what, can you blame me? Look what happened to even more popular people sometimes. um but it's okay to learn from other people's mistakes and how to adapt and adjust around all that. It depends though. So yeah, it's been cool, it's been great, and I will probably eat my belated dinner. I was supposed to eat dinner, but my tummy's a lot better now, so that's great news. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I only did this early because my family was out and I had quiet, but they're back now. But they're just settling down with whatever food they had over at their yonder. I just wanted to talk a little bit more and make sure that person is like, they're done talking. That's fine. I'm not taking any offense in the slightest. In fact, I'm quite happy that they talked as long as they did. Even a few minutes is fine. I'm always appreciative of that. So thank you so much for even sticking by and hanging around long. Even if you don't talk, as long as you're watching and you're not bored to tears. Oh, also one of them was suggesting I get into voice acting with my glorious, illustrious voice of voices. No, it's. I'm so stupid sometimes when I say things like that. I'm just hamming it up. But they did suggest, oh, you should try getting into voice acting. You sound similar to XYZ animator who talk in there. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I'll look into that. And there's telling me about how much they may make, and it got to the millions range. I was like, I don't know if my voice is worth that much money, but that'd be nice. The only problem is I don't do accents very well, and so I just have this plain old accent. And I worry if I do other accents, I feel like I'm being offensive doing that, or I'm making fun of them when I'm not. So if they accept this voice, I don't mind. I just need more training and to not be after an hour. And then while I was doing all that talkity talks, I do have. Oh gosh, my thing is stuck. And by thing, I mean Cody. Please excuse my shorts. So I have this guy here. It's a little grimy, but that's what I'm trying to aim for because it's been in here in the dirt. Oh, look at that nice smile. He had a good run. Okay, let me put this back. And then the other one was a snake painting. Sorry, my summaries are quite long. It's because I did talk a lot. And just in case people do insist on showing up, and then I can make excuse to stay longer. But if you're tired of my beautiful voice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to stop. After that, yeah, I have the snake painting. This is what I got so far. Again, please excuse my shorts. Um, yeah, I wanted to add more. I think I mentioned last time that someone, or at least more than one person, painted this already, and I wanted to just throw in colors, see what happens there. I might add more. Will I do again with purple and blues or orange? Maybe not orange, but the other ones is a high probability of doing so. And yeah, this is not bad. Oh my god, sorry. I'm still watching that Silent Hill F gameplay right now. There's a lot of gross things in there. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. Um, there's no definite time when I'll be online, but it's definitely every between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll pick either of those evening times. And yeah, I appreciate you for coming in here, watching, either talking in the chat or even just watching is totally fine. Still, thank you so much. And I'm going to rest my throat before it collapses on itself, whatever that means. So thank you again. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye bye.